This show is sponsored by HiveMind CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings and, of course, to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
Hey guys, what's up? Anthony back again. I'm really excited about today. We have a very special guest on the Hive With Us podcast. This person I saw actually on Steve Chang's Real Estate Disruptors a few years ago before I even started in real estate. I was just kind of still learning and trying to figure out what to do. I found out he was in Houston. I saw the amount of action he was taking. So he immediately made me start doing real estate. I actually copied some of his strategies that he talked about on the show. And he's always been a celebrity to me. I've been watching from far away, but now we're becoming good friends. And he's always been a supporter of HiveMind. So I'm really excited about today's episode. Please check this whole one out. It's going to be amazing. I'd like to introduce the world and my friends and family to Mr. Rana in Houston.
What's going on, guys? What's up? It's your boy Rana out of Houston, Texas. Finally, Ron has come to HiveMind. It's only been, 200 episodes later? Thank you, guys.
Hey, I told everybody, I said, we saved the best for last. After this episode, we're just going to shut the podcast down.
Oh, no, I don't want you to shut anything down, because after this podcast, your viewers are going to come back for more. They're going to be like, man, we want more of this type of content. Listen, guys, thank you so much. First of all, huge shout out to the HiveMind crew, to Daniel, to Anthony. Man, you guys are a force to be reckoned with. You came into the market. You started your own disruption. And we started looking at you. I was like, wow, what is this? Oh, cool. All right. So we started looking at you guys, and a lot of the guys are noticing you. Trust me. So hats off to you guys. You guys are making enough noise out there to where people are noticing. And the best part about it is that commotion creates emotion, and everybody is always drawn to that. So I appreciate you guys. It's an honor and it's a privilege to be on your show. Thank you all for having me. I'm ready to bring some fire content to you guys. Let's make sure your viewers got a pen and paper ready, because I'm going to be bringing the energy. I'm going to be bringing the value to your viewers. So it's an AMA, ask me anything, right? And except for the color of underwear I wear or boxers. Other than that, I'm ready to answer it all, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, man, it's super excited to have you on here, man. Thank you first of all, for sharing the content that you share, inspiring people out there, including myself. And thank you for always being a supporter of ours, man. It's freaking super honored, and I much appreciated, dude. So thank you again. But let's get right into it, man. Tell everybody on here who may not know who you are. How'd you get into real estate? Where'd you come from, and where are you headed?
Well, for those who may not know who I am, have you been living under a rock? Do you not know who? No, I'm just kidding. And I say that very humbly. My name is Rana. I'm a self-made real estate entrepreneur. There we go, right? Motivational speaker, author of the best-selling book, which we have on Amazon, The Real Estate Investor's Dictionary. Never in a million years I ever thought that I would be an author of a book. I'm just honored to bring so much value to a lot of people. A lot of people have told me how many lives I've been able to impact. Anytime we have people, we have seminars, all that good stuff. But my background is I was in the auto industry for 11 years. I come from the car business, right? So that kind of tells you the hustle. All right, I can understand why this guy has such a hard hustle. I left the auto industry about 4.5 years back, and I have never looked back. My hustle, the same day that I left the auto industry, my hustle is the same now, right? It's actually even harder. The hustle is even harder now because of the fact, and I'm going at 500, 1,000 miles per hour, is because it only gets harder from here. At the end of the day, it's always easier to start, take action, right? Especially when you're sitting at the top of the food chain kind of thing, right? We're impacting so many people. We're running multiple companies. We're out here writing books. We're doing seminars. We're having real estate events. We're teaching people. It's crazy, crazy. When I first got started, I wanted somebody like myself who I could look up to. And that's why I've been able to provide so much value, is because when I started out, there wasn't that person doing it. So that's kind of how we just started out. We just took action.
Can you give us a little a collapsed timeline of how you went from flipping cars to flipping multi-million-dollar apartment complexes? Like, what the heck?
Absolutely. So my apartment deal actually came in my second year in wholesaling. So, we were looking at single family. We were doing single family deals. Obviously, I'm running an operation here out of Houston. So we're going after the low-hanging fruit, right? Now I call it low-hanging fruit because I like to concentrate on the bigger and badder deals. So it just so happened this multifamily deal fell into my lap. My first ever deal was a 130 unit apartment complex out in Beaumont, Texas. And a lot of people remember that deal because we were promoting the hell out of that deal. We were like, we got a property under contract. We're looking to wholesale. And honestly, I didn't know anything about wholesaling apartments. It's crazy, right? It's like, all right, there's people who go to educational seminars, who pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn this. I'm the type of person is I'm going to learn as I go. And as an entrepreneur, right? Here's my belief. The definition of an entrepreneur is jumping out of a plane, right? And building your parachute on the way down. And that's exactly what I did, Anthony. I jumped into apartment complexes. I got it under contract. But how I learned was being a part of the deal. And that deal actually came off of a bandit sign. I've never stopped doing bandit signs. I love bandit signs. They work. And it's funny because the apartment manager was the one that gave me the call first, the gatekeeper. And those are usually the hardest people to maneuver around, right? So the gatekeeper called me. We got in touch with the seller. Seller was liquidating his assets due to Alzheimer's. He was getting old. And boom, I got it under contract. That was a $2.6 million deal. And before that, I had never done an apartment deal before.
Dude, that is crazy, man. So you hung up a bandit sign. Manager reaches out to you and says, hey, do you want to buy this? What did your bandit sign say?
You're gonna laugh. It said, we buy apartments. That's it.
Wow. Holy smokes.
That's all it said. We buy apartments. That's it, right? We buy apartments, quick closing, we pay cash. Boom, that's it.
Dude, that is amazing. That's genius. I would have never thought of that in a million years. I'm thinking like we buy land, we'll buy houses, but just cut right to the chase. Post a bandit sign about the kind of deals that you want to do.
Yeah, I basically took everything that single family guys were doing and I just, pivot and adapted to multifamily and apartment complexes. So it's been such an amazing, amazing ride. I mean, yeah, you can go out there and do, the guys who flex. Hey, I'm doing 1,000 deals a month. I'm doing 80 deals a month. I'm doing 40 deals a month, but they're only making $1,000 per deal. I'm like, what's the point, man? Right? You hear a lot. We hear a lot of, especially the Arizona guys. They're all like, oh, I'm doing 80 deals a month or 60 deals a month or 40. Bro, you're making like 500 to 1,000 per deal. That's not going to make you any money. I would rather do one deal that's going to pay me over 6 figures and boom. So that's what that deal actually paid me over 6 figures.
Damn, that's the game right there, man. I see that a lot too. Like people are like capping, like I got 200 deals in the pipe. Like, yeah, and then you're gonna make $80 on those, right? So,
the worst ones are, oh, I've got 800K and projected profit. Bro, projected profit doesn't mean shit. It does. You haven't closed it. Right? Yeah. The Arizona guys are notorious for that, man. I'm telling you. Oh, I've got 800K. I've got $30 billion in project. Man, Yeah, it's all good. Anyways, you're gonna get me into it, man. Some of those guys are all about the cap at the end of the day. Now there are guys who are moving a bunch of wood at the end of the day, but again, I don't want to play small, right? There's a lot of gurus out there that are getting the low hanging fruit. But at the end of the day, I've always been up for the challenge. I've always wanted to get into something that was challenging for me, and that's apartment and multifamily. And the best thing, Anthony, there is little to zero competition in it. Nobody is doing it because everybody is afraid, right? Yeah. Once you get over that fear, right? What is fear? Fear is, what is it? False evidence appearing real. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. When you get out of your way, that's when you're going to actually start moving. And that's when you're actually going to start succeeding in this business.
Insane, man. Yeah, I'm trying to follow in your footsteps. Kind of coincidentally, before I saw you posted that monster deal that you recently did, I've been thinking about moving into commercial now. So do you have any words of advice for somebody like myself that's been doing, the wholesale deals, land, houses? How does somebody transition over into commercial?
It's a mindset shift. At the end of the day, one time you had decided to wholesale single family, right? You had decided to wholesale land, right? Yep. It's the same exact process. I just woke up one day and I said, I want to wholesale apartments. Single family is great and all, but the same amount of time it took me to wholesale single family is the same amount of time it took me to wholesale an apartment deal. So that's why I jumped into apartments. Remember, you got to work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, I love it. So do you have any practical steps? Can we, should we go throw up some bandit signs, say we buy apartments? Should we reach out to the owners by phone or text them? Or how do you get a hold of those guys? That's the first thing I'm thinking is how do I even take the next step?
Well, the next step is you got to reach out to me and my team so we can walk you through the process, because apartment complexes, yes, they are very, very complex. Okay. Mm-hmm. It is a complicated situation, but at the end of the day, you're going to learn the right way. We have masterminds, right? We have the Wholesaling Real Estate 101 universe where we actually teach students how to get into apartments. Again, right? We're not here to sell you anything. I want to provide as much value as we can. But what I would do is I would start driving around different neighborhoods, because with apartments, unlike single family, you actually dictate the market. With single family, you have ARV. The market tells you what the property is worth, right? Mm-hmm. And write that down. With multifamily, you actually dictate what the rents are going to be in the market, which blew my mind, because I'm like, wait, so you're telling me that I could set the price for this and that's what it'll be? Absolutely, right? So all we did was we had a mindset change. We went from ARV to cap rates, right? So it's the same thing, but it isn't. So whenever you're dealing with apartment complexes, there's so much stuff that has to be done to an apartment, right? Value add. You can add so much value to a property just by adding parking spaces. Right? Something as simple as that. And that's a big nugget that I would tell people. If you're looking to add value to your existing apartment complex, right? Now you can start charging an extra 50 to 75 bucks for VIP parking up front. Wouldn't people like to do that? 100%. Yeah. But we go for the same type of distressed situations, right? Because the same owners that are selling their houses are, right? The same type of people are selling their apartment. They're going through a death. They're going through a divorce. They're going through a probate. They're going through some type of distress situation. Now, remember, there's going to be two types of situations. One is going to be a distressed property and a distressed seller. Mm-hmm. Okay? What we look for in multifamily is distressed properties. We go for the shittiest of the shittiest apartment complexes. You know why? Because those have value adds, right? So there's three types of properties that are in multifamily, okay? Technically, there's four, but the major ones are A, B, and C. Your A class, I hope people are writing notes down. Your A class, right? Your A class are properties that are like the Post Oak, the 7-star hotels, right? You'll see they have valet up front. You'll see that they got the marble flooring, the Hiltons, the Marriotts, right? Those are A-class properties, right? Whenever you walk into like a Gray Star apartment complex, right, in like River Oaks area, they don't have, right, you don't see the roof falling off. You don't see any of that, right? You see a nice coffee lounge inside. You'll see a nice, the flooring, the front desk, right? A classes can afford the fine honeys, so they put them in the front. That's how I know it's an A-class property, right? Right? So B classes obviously, right, are going to be something a lot different, right? Now you're jumping a class below. So B classes are not as bad as C class. C class are kind of like the war zone type, where it's more of looks like a crack neighborhood. Looks like they're dealing dope on every angle of that apartment complex, right? So those are the C classes. B classes are going to be more of the middle class people, working class people, more of the middle class. And it comes down to really what we've how we look at apartment complexes is we look at I just went totally blank here. I apologize. When we look at apartment complexes, we look at the crime rate. What is the crime rate in that area?
Wow.
And if the crime rate is higher, see, nobody's thinking about that, right?
Yeah, never dawned on me.
In single family, they're not thinking about, hey, what is the crime rate? Because we don't care about it. It doesn't matter. But when you have an apartment with like 200 people in that one single apartment, you're in that one single apartment complex, you're gonna have to worry about theft. You're gonna have to worry about murders. Trust me, there's a lot that goes in it, right? You're gonna have to worry about insane, like homicides. I'm looking at homicide reports of areas like, what the hell's going on here?
That's part of your due diligence.
That's part of exactly. That's part of the due diligence, right? Now, if you want to say starting out, I'm going to go back to your question. What should I do starting out? You need to build credibility. Apartment complexes is all about credibility. That's why most of these gurus, most of these wholesalers, right, don't teach it, because you got to do the work, right? You have to go out there and you got to work it, and you got to work the system. You got to build that credibility. What I would suggest is joining your local apartment association. So if you're in Houston, join the Houston apartment, the HAA, Houston Apartment Association. There's also one in San Antonio. I think it's the Bexar County, not Bexar County, right? It's Bexar County. Bexar County Apartment Association. There are associations out there, right? You become part of it. There are membership fees to become a part of it, but I would pay an extra $300 a year to be a part of this, so I can get access to those type of people. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
because
wow.
Know somebody who wants to sell, right? We got a deal one time where a guy was like, "Hey, my buddy is going through a situation. It wasn't working out for us. Do you want to take a look at the deal?" Yeah, absolutely. It was a fourplex. We got it under contract. We wholesaled it, and boom, right? So you get deals from referrals also. And the one thing that I like about apartment complexes, and this is the biggest key takeaway, if you don't take anything away here, apartment owners are a lot more educated than single family owners. So you're dealing with somebody who knows what they're doing.
Man, yeah. So lots and lots and lots of questions and lots to talk about. So I was thinking that same thing in the very beginning. Is like the easiest way. I did this when I first started in real estate, just naturally, is I would get a particular deal type, find somebody that I identified with, somebody that I trust, and then I would bring the deal to them, right? So somebody watching this, if you don't have the credibility, right, to buy apartment complex, like I don't yet, haven't done one yet, but you find somebody who does have the credibility, like Ron, you say, hey, I have a lead. I want you to take a look at this for me. And that's the best way to approach somebody, instead of just asking them a bunch of questions without having actual something in your hand to show them. So if I get a contract, somebody says, hey, I have this apartment complex. I think it's a deal. So I'll bring it to you. And then where do we go from there? Will you help us run the numbers?
Yeah, we run the numbers. We also JV with people. We've JV'd with individuals who don't have a multifamily buyers list. Yeah, I have a pretty successful disposition outlet here in Texas, where we dispo everything from single family, land, multifamily, ex-girlfriends. We dispo them all.
Oh man, so this is perfect, right? Because like you said, it's what you're looking for. So if you're looking for houses and land and you keep on getting $5,000 paychecks, it's because that's what you have your radar on for. So you don't have the cash, you don't have the credibility, You connect with somebody who already does. And I mean, it couldn't be it sounds too easy, right? But I mean, that's the game. That's the world that we live in. Like you said, whatever you have your mind set to, that's what you're going to find more of.
100%. And we're always incentivized to help people, because at the end of the day, listen, when you bring us a deal, you're not forced to JV with us. Okay. We're going to still help you with the deal. But at the end of the day, karma always takes care of us. We help so many people out on deals. And then they usually come back and say, hey, since you helped me on this deal, I'd like to bring this over to you guys so you can dispo it. Boom. Then we go from there. So at the end of the day, it's about networking with the right people and gaining that knowledge base and being around those types of people. Do you remember I said join an association? Remember, a bird of a feather flock together. Even if you're not, even if you don't own apartment complexes, but you tell people, hey, I wholesale apartment complexes. Boom. There you go. People always want to buy deals, especially right now during the pandemic, right? We're in post-pandemic now. Now with the recession, a lot of people are going to be losing their homes, right? Because a lot of them are underwater, obviously mortgages, all that good stuff. There's not everybody that's going to accept sub-twos. Let me break it to you. Like, not everybody's going to accept a subject to the mortgage deal, right? And not everyone is going to accept wholesaling. So what you want to do is those individuals, obviously those individuals, they're going to put themselves in a tight spot, because sellers are always hard to deal with regardless, right? At the end of the day. So, but we have to find that common ground with sellers. So those people are going to be the ones that are, going to be behind on mortgage payments, stuff like that. And that's when those individuals tend to go back to an apartment, because obviously they want to start over, stuff like that. I mean, apartment complexes are a recession-proof business.
Yeah, man, that's something that I've been thinking a lot about, especially with the time that we're moving into. I've had I do a lot of land, and I've had a lot of people reach out and say, hey, my builder canceled the contract. That kind of stuff's going away. But padding your strategy, having those alternate sources of cash flow so you don't have to run into that crunch unfortunately, when the market does turn. So you want to talk about the mastermind a little bit? Like, what can people expect? How do they get involved? Is it monthly meetings, weekly meetings? What do they get access to? And I think you had a website for it.
Yeah. So we have our own mastermind and mentorship program, right? You can search online. If you go to Facebook, you'll be able to search Wholesaling Real Estate 101. The best thing is just follow me on social media. All my handles are at Rana1, right? And just follow me on social media. You can get more information. I want to be able to provide as much more. I'm not here to talk about myself, brother. I want to provide more value to your viewers. So what questions are your viewers asking?
Let me see right now. I was going to say if we have any that popped up on the screen, because people are watching these live, and sometimes they'll pop them up in the chat. And so far we just have Justin Long comment, no questions up here yet. I'll tell you who our audience is, man. We have a lot of people that are newer, that they are just beginner wholesalers, right? So we're doing, like I said, land, we're doing houses. And I do have a lot of people that have never done deals before, right? So we have a lot of new people in our community. So if somebody's just getting started out, right, and maybe not trying to get their first deal, or they're already consistently getting a deal here and there, they're kind of in the tinkering phase. How do they go into scaling the business to make this thing profitable, so that when they do come up with these commercial assets, that they have some cash put away so that they can capitalize on those types of assets?
Absolutely. So if you haven't done a deal yet, what I would absolutely suggest is that the number one best thing that I have ever done in my business was to get a mentor, right? Get a local mentor, somebody who knows your market better than you, right? And most of all, they've got to be out there doing deals, right? We live in a day and age where it's okay to ask for references. It's okay to ask for, hey, can I see your HUDs? Can I see the last deal you did? Because most of the guys that are teaching this haven't done a deal since 2003, right? So, or I like to say 1998. So, but at the end of the day, you want to find a mentor, and it really comes down to your mindset, right? Mm-hmm. Having the right mindset. Obviously, once you start building a company, you're gonna want to structure your company core values, and you're gonna base yourself off of those core values. So even before I had a company and I had an actual, outfit with people working for me, my core values were the ones that helped me lead through it, right? And I have it right here. My core values are so important to me. I wrote them on the back of my book, right? We have gratitude, integrity, excellence, culture, work ethics, and teamwork. And that's what I wanted to do. When I got into this business, I wanted to build a monster. I wanted to build an operation, right? I wanted to build a place where people can enjoy coming to, right? The ambiance. You got to have strong core values. And then I'm going to, again, go back to mindset, because your mindset is the most important piece of real estate that you have. The 6 inches between from your left to your right side of your brain is the most important piece of real estate that you're going to ever produce. Use it, right? Network with people. Network with people that have a positive mindset, right? Network with people who are doing the business. And that's where you're going to start. Obviously, I have all the instructions on how to get your first deal within the first 2 weeks. It's all literally in the book, and how to negotiate. The 2 things that I walked into this industry when I got into this business was building rapport and negotiation. And I did that for 11 years of my life, Anthony. What did you think I know a thing or two about negotiating or building rapport? That's what separated me from everybody else who was playing this game, because I was a master negotiator and I was a master at building rapport. And people do business with people they like and trust. At the end of the day, sellers will do business with you if they like you, they trust you, and you got to be able to make sure that you're helping them.
Heck yeah, man, dude, love it. Look, so we have a question pop up right now. We'll pop up with the question here in a second. Can you show us the book? Let's talk about the book a little bit. You're coming up on an Amazon New York Times bestseller.
Not yet, not New York Times. We make it sound like that. Is right?
You're pushing a heck of a book, man. I've been seeing a lot of noise about it. So
I'm coming after you, Kiyosaki. We're coming after you.
Show us the book, man. So the first 10 people that buy this book right now that are watching this live or on the replay, I'll refund you the price of the book for the first 10 people. So hold it up real quick. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the book real quick again so people can see the title.
Awesome. That's love, brother. That's love.
Real Estate Investors Dictionary.
The Real Estate Investors Dictionary. If you go on Amazon and you search Rana, the book will pop up. Now, I'm gonna even give you your guys a better special where you don't need to refund them. The book is gonna be so cheap. In about 20 minutes, we are having our #1 bestseller campaign launch. Okay.
Nice.
Now you are able to purchase this ebook for just 99 cents. And when you buy this book for 99 cents, hold on, there's more. I told you, we're here to provide so much value to your viewers. When they buy this book, they're going to get a copy of my real estate contract for free for 99 cents. All right. They're going to also get a copy of a property worksheet. These are thousands of dollars that I have paid for to my contractors, to my attorneys to put together. You're going to get all of this for 99 cents. All right. You also get access to our seller objection vault that has every single objection a seller will present to you, from talking to my wife to talking to my dog. You got all the objections to take care of. We're going to give you that in about 20 minutes, but you have to text that number and we're going to send you the link in about 20 minutes. We're going to have a party. We're going to have a virtual Zoom party where you can actually buy this book for 99 cents. It's a no-brainer, guys. There have been people in this book. My students have been able to build multi-million-dollar wholesaling operations with the same information. There are people who are doing 10, 15, 20 deals a month with the same information that I talk about here in this book. I've just been super, super blessed where we've sold over thousands and thousands of copies. And now the book is becoming a #1 bestseller on Amazon. So I'm excited about it. It's about providing as much value as we can to your viewers.
Dang, dude, that is crazy. So they're going to get your seller walkthrough sheet, handling objections, and set a contract?
Yes, an actual real, legit real estate contract that is legal in all 50 states.
Dude, okay. And the book for 99 cents. If you're watching this.
The ebook, yes. Yeah, so if you want to buy the ebook is going to be a special discount only for about 2 hours tonight, because we are celebrating the #1 bestseller spot. Obviously, you can tell my hair was shorter here. My hair is a lot longer now, but But again, right? The ebook will be only 99 cents. It's a no-brainer. It's insane, the value that, and there's testimonials here in the book. We talk about the Great Resignation, August 2021. Over 4 million people walked off their jobs. We talk about that. I talk about form in the book. Family, occupation, recreation, motivation, how you build rapport, and how you actually negotiate like an expert. I'm telling you guys, not only that, it's called the Real Estate Investors Dictionary, right? It has everything from arbitration to zoning. Everything under the sun, it has the definition of it. So that is going to help you close a lot more deals when you actually know what arbitration is, what zoning is. Again, there's so much information that I can go over just on this call. It'll take us all night, but grab the copy of the book and trust me, you're going to be blown away. There is so much value in this book. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then we're going to put it up for 99 cents in about 20 minutes.
Okay, dude, crazy. Yeah, so I know stuff like that you're going to find in the book, knowing definitions, really knowing your stuff. I've been getting more deals now talking to sellers just by educating them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just teaching them the game, teaching them what we're doing, what we stay away from, why we do what we do. So if you guys can get everything that Ron's offering for 99 cents, please take advantage of it. There's a phone number at the bottom. Text the number coming up in about 20 minutes or less. He's having a book launch. It's 99 cents. So if you guys don't capitalize on that, I'm kicking you out of the mastermind.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, if you don't feel like you've gotten value out of it, you can keep my contracts. You can keep my seller objection vault. You can keep the property worksheet, the property walkthrough worksheet, where it's detailed and it teaches you everything to look for whenever you go to walk a property. If you feel like you haven't gotten any value, I'll refund you 99 cents back. How about that?
Dude, that's insane, brother, man. I appreciate you offering that. That's crazy.
It blows my mind. I wish there was someone when I got started, Anthony, who offered something for 99 cents. You know how this book, if I really wanted to, the value in the book is the same thing that other gurus are charging $30,000 for. That's why so many of my students are closing multiple deals a month. On average, my wholesaling students close their first deal within the first 2 weeks. And I teach you that in this book. So if you buy the book right now, by the end of the month, you should be able to get your first deal under contract.
There it is, man, for freaking 99 cents, guys. I hope y'all take advantage of that. That's super dope, super generous of you too, man, because I know there is $10,000, $20,000 paywalls out there, you know, the amount of that people are never going to have to pay for that kind of real estate if they don't take action. So if they don't pull the trigger on 99 cents, they're never going to pull the trigger on 20 grand. There's a lot of information in that book. So text that number 832-219-8810. And then where can they come to the book launch party after this?
Sure. So once they actually text that number, we're going to send them a private link. If they go to my Facebook, if you guys have tagged me on Facebook, they should be able to see the link to the Zoom book launch. This is for the Kindle version. We're going to have an Audible version come out soon. I just haven't had the time to sit there and record in the studio, bro.
Oh, dude, I see you flying, man. I don't know when you're ever going to get it. So I just text anything to this number?
Yeah, just text book to that number, and then we'll send you the link, you know, to join the Zoom party. It's going to be pretty awesome, guys. My team is going to be there. Once again, this campaign is to celebrate the success of the book. Not only that, but we were able to strike a deal with Barnes & Nobles. So Q4 of this year, this book will be available nationwide in all of Barnes & Nobles.
Dude, congrats, man. That's huge, dude. That is amazing.
Thank you. Absolutely. A lot of value, my years of hard work, my deals, we talk about it. This is not one of those jumping on a trampoline, rah books, okay? This book has helped so many people change their lives, and I'm on a mission to change as many lives as I can, and we continue to do so.
I see that in you, man. I see you giving the value, inspiring other people, pumping people up, giving the energy. I don't think people see the value and are like the struggles that it takes to learn this, to talk to mentors, to pay mentors, to show up to meetings, to do deals, to get your heart broke, to have deals fall through. So if somebody can condense it for you all in one spot, man, that's a hell of a buy.
Absolutely. I've paid those $100,000 tickets. I've paid those so you don't have to. Now all you got to pay is 99 cents. You get all that for free.
Super cool, man. That's a freaking blessing. That's dope, dude.
So I'm gonna put you down for 100 orders. All right, it's only 99 cents. So we're gonna have to put HiveMind down for 100 ebook orders.
Sold. Let's do it. I'll do it. I'll drop it right now. Send me the link. So yeah, man. Is there anything else we should hit right now before we get out of here? I know you want to prep for your next call. I know we have a question real quick.
Yeah, I know. There was a question here. Let's go ahead and answer that question real quick.
Wade Vanderboom, are you looking for specific cap rate, 10 to 12 cap or above, and the cap rate spread after reno? And then if you want to break down that question, because like I said, we got a lot of new people on here. What does this question mean? And then let's answer it.
Yeah. So the question, he's basically asking what he should buy this property for at what number. Now, keep in mind, the lower the cap rate, the better the deal, right? On average, what we're seeing here in Houston, we were at a little above, I would say probably a little above 5%, 7% or so cap rate wise. So if you're looking at deals that are 10 to 12 cap rates, don't look at those deals because those are high, really, really high. I like to look at a specific cap rate number, and that's usually between about 6 to 7%.
Sick, man. Okay. Cap rate spread after reno. I'm not too sure what that means myself.
Cap rate is he's asking us, do we look at the cap, like what is the ARV basically of that cap rate after renovation? So we always dissect the deal before it happens, before renovations, everything else.
Dope, man. Okay, sick. And this is all covered in the book, or this is covered in the mastermind?
Yes, it's covered in the book and in the mastermind. And if you're in Houston and you want to source apartment deals, we are always here for you. Again, right? Generally, if you're wholesaling outside of Houston, I've seen cap rates from 8 to 12%. I mean, yeah, those are considered good cap rates, but the Houston market is my market where we're usually on an average about 7.4% in cap rate.
And these are like A-class properties or?
No, this is just cap rate for multifamilies in general. Yeah.
Okay, man. Do you have anything else you want to hit or cover? I know you got to go.
Yeah. We have so if you're on this call right now, text that number so we can send you the link to the private Zoom call where you're going to be able to buy the ebook for just 99 cents. All right. You got to be on that Zoom call. We're only capping that to 100 people. So yeah, I'll see you guys on that call. Anthony, I really want to come back to the podcast. I've never literally offered anyone this, but if your viewers have found value out of it, let's do a class on building rapport and negotiating, because that's some of the hardest things that people go through. So, and I'll do that class absolutely for free. If you guys are part of the HiveMind community, I'll train you for an hour, okay? 1 hour out of my time, I'll train you if you are a part of the HiveMind community. So if you aren't, go join the community right now. Go join whatever they have. Once again, I want to incentivize you guys, and you guys will have 1 hour training. Hell, we might even do it in San Antonio. I might drive from Houston to San Antonio.
Yeah, now we're talking, man. Yeah, that would be dope. We could have an in-person training. So let's line that up. Let's see what kind of response we get. But yeah, I think negotiations is everything in this game. If you get good at negotiating, you should hear some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth. I'm talking to a seller and I'm like, why the hell did I just say that? But it's like, you got to learn to think on the fly. You got to learn to think what people are thinking, what to say, being genuine, knowing when to give and when to take. So it's something that's near and dear to my heart, man. I would love to dive into that one with you.
I'm offering this only to the HiveMind community. Once again, guys, if you are part of the HiveMind community, get with Anthony, okay? We want to make sure that we have at least a little over 50 people in that room. So, Anthony, if you can get 50 people in the room, I'll do a 1 hour in-person training with me.
Yeah, now we're talking, guys. All right. If you guys want to change what you're doing, if you're just getting into real estate changes your life, absolutely. And if you are already having some sort of success and you want to take your business to the next level, yeah, please connect with Ron and the HiveMind. Let's see what we can do to get you to the next step, man.
Real estate changes your life, guys. I was in the car business for 11 years. Now we've got the Bentleys, we've got the cars, right? Real estate will change your life. I've got I don't want to really say it on here, but your boy's got a Bugatti being delivered on Monday. So,
shoot. Dang, dog, that's crazy. Yeah,
That's gonna go on our YouTube channel. So if you want to see the Bugatti, you got to join the Hive Mind.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't wait to take a look at it, man. That's gonna be dope.
All right, Anthony, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Someone said text the number. That's the number down there, 832-219-8810. I'll see you guys in like 4 minutes. Jump on the call. Let's go, baby. Hive Mind, thank you guys so much for having me. It was an honor and a privilege. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for all that you do, man. Thanks for your time. And I already texted the number, so I'm waiting on my link. I'll see you in a bit.
Yes.
The show is sponsored by The List Guys. Do you need more leads in your local or virtual market? 1 in 10 small businesses don't invest in any kind of marketing. The List Guys have over 35 plus list types to choose from, and you can mix and match any list or criteria. We also use the skip trace list and provide up to 7 numbers and email addresses. Every list you purchase will be scrubbed against previous purchases. The List Guys are here to save you time. Contact the List Guys today at www.1listguys.com. That's www.1listguys.com.